Right, so I'm now going to make a start on rewiring. Most of it I've left as it was, up the front end anyway. This is kind of kept all this, so I'm just going to try and work out what is what. Obviously that is the ground, this is a positive earth. I think that was the other battery connection. I think, well, that brown I think goes up to the amp meter, not sure about the blue. And these are all the other wires that I cut off. This one was to feed the rear light, which is there, and I think that one was the brake light switch. Yeah, seem to have a rather lot of ground wires. Yeah, and that is had it. This is all, this here is all not right, it's all bent out of shape, and there's something missing off there. So I've just got this, one of these to replace it with. Wire diagram for that is there.
Yeah, so this wiring diagram from Wassell threw me initially. It shows the black wire going via fuse direct to the battery negative terminal, and also the red wire just needs to go to ground, mostly ground connection. Whereas the BSA wiring diagram shows the A connection at the control box going, that's that brown wire which I've highlighted, going to the battery via the ammeter, which is basically how I've wired it up. To clarify that, I've got a wiring diagram at the end of the video, so hopefully that will help.
And we've got some new bits of wire which are the correct colours, which obviously these are not. Yeah, I could have rewired the whole thing, probably would have been easier in a way, but for now I think I'm just going to do the rear end. So you need to run some new wires to the light. It's got a new light which is going to go there. Brake switch, I've already got the wires, they're up here somewhere, for the brake switch. Yeah, so just got to work out basically which wiring diagram is the right one, because there's a couple that could be, depending on how the horn is wired up by the looks of it. So it's either that one or that one. Yeah, so first of all I think I'm going to tap out, see where all these go. I have to take the headlight off to do that. That'll be a sort of starting point then. Yeah, so took the headlight off and just to trace out some of these wires, which most of them all made sense, apart from the one that went to the horn. That was attached to this side. See that there? That's the back of the ammeter. Yeah, it was attached to that side, this wire here. But when you look at the wiring diagram, which is, I think that was the correct one, unless you've got a blown up one here. One I've been working off, just been colouring in. Yeah, the horn, non-switch side, goes to that side. Yeah, so I don't know if that ever did work or not. I don't think I tried that when I got the bike. So yeah, so like you can see, I've copied one of the original wiring diagrams, and I've just put in the colours of the wires that are existing up to the points that I've got, which is obviously into this, just so I know where I'm going with it, because obviously I'm going to be changing colours. I've got different colour wire which I'm going to use. Yeah, so oh, the other thing is I've mounted the just inside there, mounted the regulator. There's an existing grommet here which comes through here. Yes, I'm just going to pass all the wires through, do all my connections inside here so they're nicely waterproof out of the way, and yeah, that should do the trick. Right, so that's most of the connections made. I just run every cable into here. That's going to be my earthen point. Only thing I need to get is a fuse to go between those two wires there. Got the rectifier, sorry, regulator, it's not rectifier, this is DC. Yeah, regulator mounted on there. This is the wire from the brake switch, also goes into this, into the toolbox. And so the only wires that will really be kind of loose and on show will be these two, which are the battery negative, and this one is battery positive. Yeah, I've got all sorts of different colours on there. I think until I do an actual full rewire, I'm just going to have to live with that, but that's okay. Yeah, rear light, it's on there. Battery's a little bit flat, so I can't actually test anything at the minute, but should be okay. So I've wired these in. Speedo and tacho lights, and all this in here, as you can see, it's all odd colours, all wrong colours really, or mostly wrong colours. Yeah, just re-terminated that because that was a bit of a mess. That was just that was a proper connector, but it's all just wedged in there. Yeah, so once I get the battery charged up, I'm going to give it a little test. What else is there? I don't think there's anything else. Lead from the dynamo, which also obviously goes into here, and the cable that runs back to the rear light. It's got it through a grommet there, and it just, probably can't see that, I don't know, runs into there. Got a little clip at the back, which you probably can't see there, and a little clip there holding it, so that should be fairly secure. Yeah, so that should be just about it, hopefully, as long as it works okay when I test it, but yeah, we shall see. Right, now got a new battery, sealed one, 6 volt, 6 amp hour, and as you can see, it's quite a bit smaller than the old one, which is also 6 volt, but it's a 13 amp hour. But really, for the amount of night riding, whatever I'm going to do, this should be plenty good enough. You can see it's a whole lot smaller, and what I'm hoping is, if I get a dummy battery box, I'm hoping that will fit inside it, which I think it should do. So that'll be for a future, but for now I'll just connect it up, because I haven't checked on my lights yet as anything, because this one just won't charge. Well, it'll charge up to a certain level and it won't hold the charge. I think it's just been left too long doing nothing. So and also probably going to have to just put a cable tie or something around this to hold it in for now. So I'll get that connected up and get the electrics to test. Just got the battery in there, temporary. Just got a clip holding the positive on, just in case something short out and we have to disconnect rather quickly. So first thing, brake light. Yep, that's fine. Horn, pretty loud. What else we got? Side light, bit dim, but yeah, that's on. Tail light, and just check the stop light doesn't do anything silly. Yep, that's okay. And headlight, dip and main. Whichever way around it is, there's not a lot of difference on this. Not the brightest of things. But, and the you can just see they are illuminated in there, just about. Yeah. Horn still work with that on. Yep. Currently showing a big discharge on there. Guess we've got nothing running. But yeah, sitting about in the middle with everything off, so that should be all good, we hope. Yeah, that should be it. Electrics completed. I'm just waiting for a connector for that. Petrol pipe. Put a bit more oil in it. Fill it up with petrol. And then we can give it a start up. I think that is just about it, really. Apart from, I've just got the tacho cable disconnected at the moment because I'm waiting for a non-reversing, one of these that will work with that magnetic tacho drive. But that is basically it, except for starting her up. Yeah, so that's the fuse wired in. You can see I have used a bit of a different collection of connectors in here. These ones are probably the best ones, which are the sort of original connectors. However, they don't fit all the wires, so I've sort of used them where I can. There's only a certain diameter, although I suppose you could drill them out. And also I've got this connector here, which will be connected direct to the battery, and that goes with this little battery maintainer charger thing, which has a corresponding connector there, so I can just, rather than having to take the seat off to charge the battery up, I can just plug that in or leave it on maintain. So hopefully that'll make things a lot easier. Yeah, so hopefully that is the wiring complete for now, anyway, until I do a full rewire.